Just demonstration and stuff before, but I figured I'd take it off the tripod just so you can see some of the detail that went into this. The pack is EVA foam. I used a bunch of these Amphenol connectors. There's one there, there's one here for the main umbilical, and then there's actually one down here, so when I'm walking around I can plug the spare battery into that. It's not actually connected to anything, so it's a good place to hold this because the lock will hold it there for however long, and then if I want to swap it out for some reason or another, I can do that. But otherwise, the details and why did I make it look like this, that's always the question, I suppose. I don't know why. It just sort of comes out. I'll start gluing stuff together, or I'll start cutting stuff out and seeing what looks good. Like this right here, I kind of took a little cue off of like the carbonite block that from Empire Strikes Back, how it's got the stuff on the sides and stuff like that. But I did one on the other side too. That's not quite as distinct, but whatever. A lot of the stuff that I glued to it comes from, like, you know, fairly mundane sources. Like these right here, these are the tops to like soy sauce bottles. They just light up really cool looking. This right here, from like a Tylenol bottle top. These, the lights, they're just spray paint caps, but they look the part, so when you turn them on, they look pretty cool. The gun, the whip kits, I don't know if anyone knows what those are. They're basically just a 1-inch insert that you put into an MHS blade holder that had just enough space to run some fiber optics so you could make like a light up whip. So they're designed for single emitters, so it really wasn't feasible to use like a Tri-Cree or a Tri-Rebel in these, even though it would have been cool to. But I made it so that you can switch them back and forth so that the main line is blue for the freeze gun. I'll show you that in a little bit. The details and stuff, again, I just sort of started doing stuff. I don't know why. I think this was pretty much the only thing that was deliberate. Everything else was just sort of like, yeah, that looks all right. We'll go with that. So, goggles, things. That just came from a salad dressing bottle top. But again, I don't know if you can see. It lights up pretty cool. You can take this thing off. It's just sort of sitting in there loose. It's screwed on. But otherwise, the whole point is so that you can actually cover it up for when you're not using it. You can cover it up pretty please when you're not using it. There we go. The backside, the more or less motherboard here is just some MDF cut to the same shape. And I didn't really know what to do with that. I didn't want to do the whole metallic look and stuff, so I kind of went with the whole sticker farm. The guy that I got the stickers from on eBay, I really wish I remember the name, but I don't. He's added a couple of these little fun things in there, so I figured I'd stick them on here. Some crystal focus stuff from Irv. The recharge port for the blaster core is here, and then of course I had to label them just because one of them is 12 volt and you don't want to get that one mixed up. So got my own name tag. So I put some clips on here so that there's a little D-ring on it and it can go there, and there's also another hook on the belt and stuff so you can put it there too. But for the main umbilical, this one has a ring on it so that you can clip it onto here. I don't know if I'll be able to do this one-handed. There we go. But you can clip it onto there while you're carrying the gun around. The gun I'll probably just carry on a sling because it's entirely too big and unfeasible to try to latch onto this thing. Red circles, that seems to be a universal cool thing. Silver circles, anything that's got some sort of detail generally makes for pretty cool greebles. There's a holster for my PKE meter made out of leather. Alright, well, I'll plug it in the gun real quick, so hold on a second. I swapped the LED modules, so the main line is blue now. So, yeah.
Audio player. Proton stream M41A.
I turned the plasma off because they're not synced, and it looks kind of weird, so. Battery's dead. Alright, we'll try this again. Guess I've been playing with it too much. I got the auxiliary battery plugged in here so that I can just sort of finish the demo. Where was I? Oh yeah, the gun. Okay, hope you all liked it. Alright, so this is plugged in and recharging now, but I figured I'd at least talk about the trap a little bit. I didn't actually say how the mechanism works. This huge thing right here is a 12-volt solenoid. The LED sits back here behind a diffuser, and it's resisted and stuff, but it's on some nylon string that is attached to both doors so that when the solenoid activates, it pulls the string and pulls the doors open. There's some rubber band. It's black, so you can't really see it, but that's what is holding the doors closed. So in its as-is state, it's under tension to be closed, but when the solenoid pulls the string, it pulls it open. So where is it? Right here. Yeah, you can see in there the string and the solenoid holding onto it. And then the black line is the thing that's holding it closed. That's the rubber band. And it works pretty well. It's anchored back in there under some 3mm screws. But really, that's as simple as it gets. Just a big, hefty solenoid that's holding it closed. It's screwed on to the luggage handle, so that ain't going nowhere. That's the luggage handle that goes all the way through the trap. So you don't really take this off because it's all screwed together, but otherwise that's how that works. That pulls it closed again so that when, I don't know what I'm talking about.